Throughout last year and this year, I have not been hiding my excitement about this particular brand, BYTON, because one, I believe they're one of the most innovative brands of the last year, and I really can't believe how much they're sticking to their aggressive schedule of going from stealth mode to we're selling our cars and making them at our factory all within 24 months, which is unbelievable. Now, I just did a video at CES when I talked to their CEO where, once again, they had more and more news of how much they're developing. The factory is up. That's their latest news. But today they hit us with yet another one, which is this one right here. I'll tell you all about it coming up next. Taking over the world. Electrifying the world. Welcome to E4Electric, your #1 source of unbiased electric car news, and let me give a quick shout out to one of my newer Patreons, Sean Brennan. Thank you so much for joining my Patreon community. Of course, one of the perks is you get to watch all of these videos live and thus being the first ones to see them. But most importantly, thank you for supporting this right here, independent full-time YouTuber. It definitely helps to keep this channel going, keeping it independent and keeping it interesting. So thank you so much for that. All right, so this is BYTON's first store in Shanghai. As you know, they're going to start their production in the factory in Nanjing, but their sales are going to start later this year and deliveries in China. After that, they're going to be moving to the United States and Europe. A lot of people believe that this is a Chinese brand, but that's not quite the case. Their factories in China, much like Apple's factory or the future Tesla factory. But from the very beginning, they kind of position them as a global brand, right? They have factory and offices in China and then in Europe and the United States, and they kind of are going to get all their sales going all within about 12-month period. And the cars that they're testing and building right now, they are all up to the standards of the regulations of the North America and European countries. So this is not a Chinese brand crossing over. This is a global brand starting globally and leveraging obviously low cost production in China. And that's why when it comes to the United States and Europe, this car is going to be starting at $45,000, which is a pretty damn good deal for what it is, I believe. I'm one of the reservation holders. I'm looking forward to it. I love the giant screen, but today it's about the fact that they're opening the stores, and that is yet another huge step for them, because now you can walk in. I believe it's actually the 20th, so maybe 2 more days that you can actually walk in there and start checking out. And by the way, the concept of the stores I really like, because their whole thing is that we're not really selling you a car. We're selling you sort of this smooth transition from your home or office into your transportation and back, right? And to make sure that you are kind of taking your life, taking your digital life with you and transition into the car. There are tons of really cool gadgets, as you know, the facial recognition, the gestures, and so many other things. So I am really excited about the fact that they're also presenting that in their stores, and I'll show you like a few more pictures. So this is their M-Byte 4-door sedan. As I'm not that crazy about those lighters that are going to be sticking out, and I hope they're going to actually update that. But I love the space. I love the fact that it's all about the user experience there. By the way, let me know. Let's just do a quick poll right here. Go into the comment section, and if you guys are actually a reservation holder or planning on getting this car when it's getting to the United States or Europe, say yes to BYTON in your comment section. And if you don't want to buy one, you don't like it for some reason, say no to BYTON, and feel free to explain why it is that you don't want to buy this car, which is priced pretty reasonably, especially it's before the incentives. So I'm kind of curious to know. While you're doing that, let me remind you that this video and this channel is sponsored by the StarmanGifts.com, the home of the Adventures of Starman, a really cool comic book that's really more than that. But if you're a huge fan of SpaceX and Elon Musk, kind of a must-have. There's a discount code in the description of this video. You can head and grab it, and it applies to everything that they sell there. So definitely check it out in the description of this video. All right, so the BYTON stores. Here's another picture of M-Byte, and that's the SUV that's coming out this year. This is what they're building right now. I don't know. I just I love the color, I love the design, and I love, again, the fact that they are pushing the entire lifestyle experience rather than just the car itself. I think that's the right way to go about. Like, I just came back from CES, right? All of these brands are now emphasizing how the cars are going to be more than vehicles to you. the more they're going to be driving themselves, the more time you're going to have to spend with either your family if they're in a car, or maybe in business meetings, or just entertaining yourself and listening to music, or maybe watching videos. And that's the experience that they really want to sort of make sure you take with you. Here's another one. It's not a bar, by the way. First, like, oh, cool, a bar. You can get drunk while getting in the car. That's kind of cool, I guess. But no, I guess this is their sort of merchandise store. But I like the way it looks like a bar, right? It's just kind of gives you sort of a feeling it's a cool place. And by the way, the stores are called BYTON Place. I love that. That kind of gives you a sense of home, right? Give you a sense of that it's more than a car. Anyway, I really just, I mean, you can see my excitement about this brand. And the first time I saw this car, much like the first time I saw Tesla, 6 years ago, I was like, whoa, that I love that. And so far they haven't disappointed me, except for the the lighter sticking out of their M-Byte car. I mean K-Byte, kind of, you can continuously confuse those two. K-Byte car, but I hope it's going to be figured out by the time the technology moves forward in the next couple of days. So looking forward to your answers. By the way, so the rest of the stores are going to be built starting mid of 2019, this year. So they're just kind of gonna go see how it goes with the store, and they're planning on having 25 to 30 of them in all the major areas of China this year, and they're going to be delivering them by the end of the year. So that's pretty exciting. It also tells me that, oh yeah, so some of them are actually going to be BYTON partnerships. So I need to clarify with them. I'm not quite sure, because I read a press release. I wasn't really sure what that means, but it doesn't seem like they're going to be operating in a sort of dealership type of thing. I think they're kind of going with the Tesla route of direct sales, which is great. I think this is I mean, I would love to get rid of dealerships. I would love for the brands to own their own stores, and hopefully, and we all hate dealership, I think. So this is why I'm kind of excited about it. All right, guys, I hope you're filling up that comment section with yes to BYTON or no to BYTON, and your reasons why yes or why not. Other than that, see you guys next time, and remember to stay charged.